You are once again welcome to Ima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your servant evangelist, Ima Carlo. I greet you. Good afternoon from my base. It is today, Saturday, the 26th of this month of March 2022, and the time from here is 9 minutes after 1 p.m. I want to brief us on with this brief video, and it is all about the days I began dismantling Simon Ekpa and the Nelly Ofoegbu. It occurred to me to reflect upon the day I began to dismantle these two entities who are frontlining the autopilot and Edu. What are the reasons I began to dismantle them? It is because I believed they were genuine, as they were actually exposing and debunking the criminalities of the DOS and the many other IPOB principal officers, which led to the escalating crisis within IPOB family, to the extent of the formation of the autopilot, from where we supported them to pass the vote of no confidence to the political solutionists, which is led by the DOS. This is not to say that the DOS are now genuine. No, that is not what I mean. The DOS still have their own criminalities which have not been actually resolved. But what I am saying is about Simon Ekpa, Nelly Ofoegbu, and many other autopiloters' criminalities, most especially the commencement and the emergence of the Iduism, which is projected to overshadow the Biafra struggle, and as a means for Nelly Ofoegbu to have her own led, so supposedly freedom fighting movement, and all aim at keep on siphoning our people, running it as a commerce to making money and not actually to regain the necessary freedom all of us need together. And in the process, Nelly began to utter some taboo comments by saying that Biafra is evil, and the name Biafra must be changed and be replaced with the name Idu. Simon Ekpa endorsing her. But before that, I have even indeliberately began to dismantle Simon Ekpa. It happened that the very first time I spoke with Simon Ekpa was the day where the autopilot conducted fundraising in the month of February. In the month of February, and that was the February 12th, 2022, just last month. And the fundraising was conducted with the name of the Umada Biafra on the 12th of February 2022. It happened that Simon Ekpa never expected that I will appear in the fundraising program. And surprisingly, we met there after having stayed for some time with them, because the program was ongoing. The program had gone like 4 hours or 3 hours 30 minutes before I joined. But when the program was around 4 hours 50 minutes after between my 40 minutes to 1 hour of stay, then I was invited to speak. Then the microphone was opened for me, and in the process, I addressed the audience, letting them know that that was my first appearance in the programs of the autopilot, and I never came to donate, but it was just about introducing myself properly to the autopilot family, and to let them know that I just came to observe their program and the pledge to start donating to the autopilot, which I seriously meant, while I was still believing they were absolutely genuine in what they were doing, before we began to hear different stories from where we originally expected of them. So, to be honest with you, Simon Ekpa was not actually comfortable with my presence and he thought that I came to oppose him, to attack him verbally, to disrupt the program. And I told him no, that is not the reason I was there. The reason I was there is because of what I have just explained. So he just, I will play the video, then you see my conversation. You hear me speaking with Simon Ekpa in that program. So Simon Ekpa was not satisfied with my presence. And I began to reflect after the program, and in comparison with the unfolding events from the side of Simon Ekpa, Nelly Ofoegbu, the Iduists, and the many other allegations being leveled against Simon Ekpa and all of the rest of them concerning financial embezzlement and security threats going on in Biafra land. I begin to imagine, why is it that Simon Ekpa was jittering when he just met me for the first time? And to be honest with you, I came there with my sincere mind and without any evil intention against anybody. So as I reason, I begin to think, was it that Simon Ekpa had some ulterior motives that made him to be dissatisfied in my presence initially? Because all of the people that attended the meeting, we were over 100. Some people were present, while some people were pending. Over 100 people at that moment. Many people were in the program before me. Himself was in the program before me. Other joined later, and he never asked anybody about the reason of the person's coming. But I was the only person he precisely mentioned in this regard. Also, he was surprised that I have joined Autopilot. It took him by surprise, and I told him yes, that I had truly joined Autopilot, and I told him how to verify the authenticity of what I have told him then, of which he later on did. But as a result, I began to suspect Simon Ekpa that he must have some ulterior agendas and ulterior motives, things he may never want me to hear about regarding the autopilots as their programs and some of the secret agendas. Even though after that, I had another meeting with him, which is not public, and it won't be made public. So he also told me if I have any idea to work with him, that I should come along. But due to the emergence of the Iduism and Simon Ekpa's endorsement of the Iduism, I subpedal from working with him because I stand against the Iduism. And I thought Simon Ekpa will also subscribe into my conviction to stand against the Iduism by telling Nelly either to stop propagating the Iduism and let all of us focus on Biafra, or Nelly should go and form her Iduism platform. Those who are interested to go with her should go with her while we focus on Biafra. But they try to impose the combination of Iduism and the Biafra in this agitation, and Simon Ekpa endorsed it that way. So that is my reason of standing against Simon Ekpa. So I am making this video today because I am making this video today to keep this particular record. The program will not be so long, to keep this particular program as a record, because as time continue to go and events continue to unfold, a time will come when we will forget about the beginning of the whole matter, because many people are also against me for beginning to oppose Simon Ekpa. of which I know many of them are yet to understand my genuine reasons for opposing Simon Ekpa as it is this time around. Many people are yet to understand my reason. And without me presenting the beginning of the whole matter, it will be difficult for some people to understand. In other ways, I also oppose Nelly. I also oppose Nelly for the propagation of Idu and for the condemnation of the name Biafra and everything related to Biafra. I opposed Nelly. I have made some videos. I have made some videos which I titled Simon Ekpa's Hypocrisy, the Biafra Struggle. I have made part 1 and part 2. I have made also other 2 videos as well regarding the hypocrisy of the autopilot cabals. So it is all about opposing them. I have made some short videos regarding Nelly, Ofoegbu, Wasofia, all these individuals. So the people, also the rest of them, I have not made specific videos about them, but concerning Simon Ekpa, Nelly, Ofoegbu, and I have made videos. And yesterday I made a video of which title is Why Biafra Must Be Separated from Idu. I made a video with that topic yesterday. So I want to go back to the foundation of the whole matter, the beginning of the whole matter. So for here, I am going to play this particular video. The very first day I had the conversation with Simon Ekpa, of which he mentioned my name because I never knew he really knows my name until that particular day. So he mentioned my name, and to me personally, out of the rest of the people, and beginning to see me as an opposition from that day, of which I never planned and I never expected him to respond that way, because I thought he is a person that will just welcome me with open hand. So that gave me the impression that Simon Ekpa must be hiding something from Biafrans, and in some aspects Simon Ekpa may not be genuine, but I never wanted to follow him along until the issue of Idu began to emerge. The issue of Idu is what made me to stand tall against Simon Ekpa. Had it been that Simon Ekpa never supported the combination of Idu with Biafra, I would have followed him doing whatever he is doing. Even if I do not realize he may be deceiving me, I will still follow him, because at that particular time I had made up my mind and I believe that Simon Ekpa, he was actually genuine. Perhaps he may be really genuine then until Nelly compel her to endorse that Iduism. Because if you reflect on Simon Ekpa's comments, he will be telling you that he himself is agitating for Biafra. Let us permit Nelly to continue agitating for Idu in the same platform of Simon Ekpa, and this means we should endorse it. And the both of them, Wasefia and Siman Sobong, the faithless Biafra Unite, Faith Ogala, trying to convince the rest of the autopilot members to endorse the combination of the propagation of Idu and the Biafra, also to endorse the replacement of the name Biafra with Idu. So that is where some of us, and the most especially me, because as I speak, I am the leading person among the autopilot members who stand against Idu and they stand against the unification of the Idu campaign with Biafra agitation. So I want to play the video. Then I will play another brief video regarding the program I had after this very encounter. Then Nelly came and spoke the trash she spoke against Biafra and the name Biafra, which made me to join a program in which I first of all began to dismantle her, Nelly. So my presence began to dismantle Simon Ekpa, while the message I passed in that program, which I will play, was my beginning to dismantling Nelly Ofoegbu. And as I tell you, as I speak, just mark this word and bank this particular word. Nelly Ofoegbu can never prevail. Even Simon Ekpa can never prevail with anything regarding to Idu. Idu will be Idu will be a tool to bringing Simon Ekpa down. It is not a threat. It is not a threat. It is just a revelation, because I advised him to retrace his step and withdraw from everything about the Iduism, but he never listened to me. And as a result, I began to believe that Simon Ekpa must have a very top secret with Nelly Ofoegbu that cannot allow Simon Ekpa to make his own decision, because the endorsement of the combination of Idu and Biafra is not Simon Ekpa's decision, but it is an imposition of influence of Nelly Ofoegbu upon Simon. So let me play the video. Let us see.
So I name Udo de Erono Muchineke. Udo. Thank you. All right. Lady C, welcome to the program. Lady C, can you unmute yourself, please?
IPOP.
One big family.
$200. Maybe donate, send the information to Sima.
There wo.
There
wo.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Right. And then we need more hands. Collins, Inyima, unmute yourself.
So that is Simon calling me.
Welcome to the
And I began speaking from 4 hours, 28 minutes. Yes, I am Evangelist Collins Inyima, greeting all of you from the city of Valencia, Spain. And
welcome.
This is my first time of speaking with our autopilot leader, Master Simon Ekpa, and the rest of you. I know you. As I regard him to be.
Did you say our autopilot? Are you part of us?
Yes. As I regard you to be.
Join us?
Yes, I'm in the WhatsApp platform.
Really?
Yes.
I am not believing you have joined autopilot.
Ask Raphael and ask Innocent.
Are you serious?
Yes. Ask the both of them.
All right, you're welcome.
Okay. God bless you. I am very, very grateful with all that has been going on. And as most of you may not know, I am also a broadcaster. And I have a lot to say about myself, which I will not begin to state right now. And to be honest with you, I have not come to donate, but I have come to say thank you, to appreciate the great work all of you have been doing, and also to promise that from next month I will begin to donate. So these are the two things that made me to come and to speak with all of you
before you go, when I saw you, I've just put my armor of bullet because I was thinking that I was folding my hand like this. So you're welcome.
Okay, God bless you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. So we are expecting more people to raise their hand. We've spent almost 5 hours now or 4 hours? We've spent 4 hours.
So, dear friends, that is how it happened that particular day. And for real, I decided to begin to donate to the Umeri account in the sponsorship of Autopilot and of ESN, as we were told. Though I am very, very much rich, even at least, even if it is 50 euros per month, I would have started to be donating starting from this month of March. But the last fundraising they had, I never attended. And it is as a result of the disappointments I later on had with them. So this is exactly what took place on the 12th of the month of February 2022. Later on, Nelly Ofoegbu began to utter the trash against Biafra, which she uttered, that made me to get disappointed. And in this program you are looking at, I thereby made a statement. I made a statement in this program, and my statement started from the is 5 hours 28 minutes, of which I will play it. You will listen to what I said concerning Nelly Ofoegbu as the beginning of me dismantling her, and the beginning of me dismantling Simon Ekpa, as I will continue to dismantle them batch by batch, little by little, stage by stage. But before we play this video, I want to revisit the video in which Nelly Ofoegbu uttered that utterance against Biafra, against the name Biafra, and the way that believe in Biafra. So I will play that one before this one. Let me go back to that video. I will come back to this one.
Was it part of, I know that Anambra is not our name. I know that all these names were not. So what was the land called? Did it include all those our land? Because exactly. I want to now understand where this Idu came from and our originality. What was our original? It's where Chukwuokike will come from heaven and communicate with man. He will come and sit down with the original man and woman.
I'm playing it from his
our land is the kingdom of heaven on earth. That's why they still say the name Idu. That is why we have not been extinct. That's why we're still existing. They did everything possible. Gave us a fake name, a cloak. Just like the cloak they're putting on our leader right now. If you guys think our leader is wearing an outfit, you guys are wasting your time. You're blind and you can't see. The way they put the cloak on him to deceive him, to distract him, to lie, to make him reject the freedom that he's fought all this while. That is how they put the cloak upon us and called it Biafra. Biafra is a name that is intended to be used to destroy us and kill us until we become extinct. If not for Idu Igodo, we would have been extinct as a people right now. The name Idu is what has been saving us and keeping us alive, and then making sure that Lucifer does not destroy us and put us in extinction. And that is the name that we are going to claim this freedom with. It is our real identity. Idu is our real name. We can never claim what we have with a fake name. Biafra is a lie. God can never give us our freedom with a lie. We have to be whiter than white and whiter than snow. We cannot get our freedom based on a lie. Biafra is a lie. Biafra is a name that is meant to destroy the children of God. Biafra is a name that is meant to make sure that the kingdom of heaven does not come here on earth. Until we reject Biafra, we are wasting our time. Until we are ready to acknowledge who we are, our real identity, the truth. God cannot give us our independence based on a lie. We have to come with God on the truth. We have to seek what belongs to us based on the truth. We have to claim what belongs to us based on the truth. Idu is the truth, and this truth will make us free. Idu is who we are, and we are going to get our freedom based on who we are. It doesn't matter what we decide to answer later. If we get our freedom and we decide to answer Biafra, that's our business. If we decide to answer whatever, that's our business. But we cannot go to God with a lie. We cannot present a lie unto God. We cannot ask God to set us free based on a lie. That's not how God works. That's not how He operates. When we made a covenant with God, we pledged to be whiter than white and whiter than snow. Our great ancestor God is represented by a white tent, purity. That's why we have to go back to how God made us originally. God intended for us to be pure, a pure house, a white and clean house. We have to get back to that original covenant. We cannot get what we want with a lie. Biafra is a lie. Some people said, oh, Biafra is in the map, 18 this and 19 this and 20 this. These are all lies they present to you. They cover the truth. How come you have never seen Idu anywhere? But you see Idu in the map, 1875 or 18 whatever. Then they come back and tell Ojukwu, our supreme leader, never knew what Biafra was. They were in a meeting and Opigo presented the name Biafra. And Ojukwu leaned forward towards him and said, what is Biafra? He said, I will explain it to you. Ojukwu wanted our freedom by fire, by force. He said, okay, anything that will give my people their freedom, I will take it. Ojukwu accepted the name Biafra. That name, almost like more than close to 5 million of us died with that name. Because the intention of that name is to wipe us out. They gave us that name, and millions and millions and millions of us died because of that name. And we are still dying because of that name. That name is meant to destroy us completely. That name means our kidney is going to be servicing people all over the world. Our liver is going to be servicing people all over the world. They use our blood for ritual, for sacrifice. Because they know that we have a superior blood. Our blood is superior. It's not like every other blood. During slavery, a slave can cost 10,000. An Idu person, a slave from Idu land, will cost 4 times more than that. If they are selling a slave for $1,000, any slave from Idu land will cost $5,000. Because they know the price, they know who we are. They know the blessing and the gift that God gave unto us. They know that our blood is superior. When they are trying to do transplants, they use our kidney first before they can use any other person's kidney. And they lied and manipulated us and deceived us. I am going to try to give some people time. When I come back, I will tell you guys how Biafra is gone. I will explain it to you. What happened in Kenya is not an accident. That is part of our freedom. Our leader made the ultimate sacrifice. What happened in Kenya was the end of Biafra. Technically, Biafra is not supposed to exist anymore. That is why Garuba Shehu will tell you that the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the end of Biafra. Because that was the original plan. That was the covenant. That was the agreement that was reached. That fool called Return or Chase said Biafra is ended. Look at Ijele talking about Biafra is ended. Can you reason and figure out why are they saying this? Why are they saying this? What is behind it? It is because Biafra has ended. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu paid that ultimate price. Just like Christ came and paid the ultimate price. That is how he came and paid the ultimate price. But what Lucifer didn't know is that God is going to come up with something brand new, something that he never expected. Because they think they've covered our name. But God revealed our name. Just like the Bible said, all things have become new. Now, all things have become new because we know who we are. All the rituals, all the agreements, all the covenants that was done with Biafra is ended. It ended in Kenya. I will tell you guys what happened in Kenya, what God showed me happened in Kenya. The same thing happened during the days of Christ. That's why the Bible said, if the devil had known, he wouldn't have crucified the Prince of Peace. If they had known that what they did in Kenya was the beginning of our freedom, they wouldn't have done it. Basically, God did them 419. That's what happened. So I'm going to stop for now and let
Dr. Nelly, thank you very much. I know you have explained this very much. Our people need teaching. That is what I see. They need proper teaching.
We're going to
you understand me? They need teaching. That is what I see. You know, many of them, they are so ignorant. None of them have not even done their own research, but just that the name, we have used the name Biafra for a long time. They find it difficult that how can we change the name Biafra?
Biafrans, I want to point out something. This video was streamed after the fundraising, 2 weeks after the fundraising. The fundraising was conducted on the 12th, and this video was screened in the mid-20th day of the month of February. It was just about 2 weeks later that this video was streamed, and all of the people involved in this program, they are all diabolic. They believe in charm. They practice spiritism. Nsima is a spiritist. Nelly Ofoegbu is a spiritist. All of them, they believe in charm and they do not truly believe in the real God. Mercy Coco Johnson, the same thing. Ofoegbu, the same thing. Ofoegbu is the one that used to go to burial ground? Yes, cemetery or graveyard to pray. Praying to the ancestral spirits, ancestral demons, and making some sacrifices to them. That is their way of life. And when they are occultic priests and the occultic prophets and occultic demon give them revelation, they will try to come and deceive the world to claim that it is God who gave them that revelation, as we see Nelly superstitiously lying to the world. So this is exactly what happened. Thereafter, we had that program, which should be the play for the ending of this particular program. So I want to go to that particular video. So the program is titled Exposing the Elohim Behind Idu, and it was streamed in the first week of March 2022. And this happened after Simon Ekpa had endorsed Nelly by saying those which if we expecting him to stop Nelly from going on to propagating that superstitious lie that Biafra has ended and must be replaced with Idu, and be broadcasting it through Simon's platform. So all of us here stand against it, and the Simon Ekpa end up endorsing the continuation of the campaign to replace Biafra with Idu. That is what resulted in this particular program, and it was a 6 hours program containing variety of things. I have segmented some videos from its beginning to its 2 hours, of which any time in the future, when time permits me, I will continue to segment it. But I want to go straight to its 5 hours, 28 minutes, where I spoke. And my speaking was about dismantling Nelly, and that was the beginning of me dismantling Nelly Ofoegbu, as my presence in the fundraising, which was conducted by the autopilot on the 12th of February, was the beginning of me dismantling Simon Ekpa. So let me play the video, and I believe I spoke about 3 to 4 minutes. Then the program will come to an end.
So I don't see the reason why anybody at this point in time will be attacking, blackmailing, or castigating the legal team. For me, those people should be untouchable for now.
Thank you so much.
I think they are doing their job. If they abandon our leader there, what are we going to do? Okay, if they say now, okay, the people are attacking us now, we are not defending again. I'm telling you, if it is for IPO, if for Biafra, for IPOB, those people, they will leave this case. But because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, many people are still in this struggle today because of our leader. Sometimes I'm ashamed of.
Your time is up. Oh, your time is up. Thank you.
We have to round up. We have spent 5 hours, 30 minutes here. We just have the last question to treat here. Thank you so much for your contribution. Yeah, the last question is why are they calling? Yeah, why are the Idumites calling people who don't believe in Idu Sabo or Two-Face? Does it mean they know something we don't know? You know, they call people who don't champion Idu, they call them Two-Face. Well, we want to know, is there something that these people know that we don't know? Is there an agenda behind this Idu? So this is the last question that we have before we close for today. Thank you so much. Okay. So we would like somebody to address it, please. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let me tell you.
Okay. I come in once again. What they are using is a reverse psychology. It's a reverse psychology. In the real sense, they are the double-faced people. For them, deviating from the proper goal we have, which is Biafra, and begin to distract us and deviate to Idu of issue. And for them to resist blames, they first begin to attack those who should be blaming them. Then the innocent who should be blaming them will appear to the public to be guilty, while the real guilty people appear to be innocent. So it is a reverse psychology. Understanding on this issue, I am now beginning to resuspect all of the moves they have been making all this while. So it is about reverse psychology, committing a crime and begin to point fingers at others, so people will be distracted rather than focusing on investigating them. They will begin to talk about others while they keep on in what they are doing. So that is it.
Okay, thank you, Mazi.
So
I think Mazi is listening.
That is where I spoke the second time, so I missed the real information I actually need because I forgot that I spoke 2 times. So I want to go back from where I spoke the first one, and that is 5 hours, 10 minutes. Let me
So
try it.
that is what I want to see. So that's what I want to say is what I want to say in essence is that our people must know that Nelly's ambition is to keep all of us under her spell, so that when she talk, all of us will bow, and we are never going to take that. We are not. That's her dream is a very big joke. So that is what I want to say.
Thank you so much.
Secondly, why I don't believe. Okay, can I just use this just within 10
Yes, because
seconds?
there's another call. There's another call waiting.
There is another person waiting here for long.
I want to say this. Let us know that she is speaking on a spirit of lies, because she said that Mazina Bikano died in Kenya and resurrected. Let us not take anything she says serious. Nobody that has the senses working will follow such a person that makes such a statement.
That's true.
Mazina Bikano died and resurrected in Kenya. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a good point. But
Allow this,
That's a very good one.
yeah, it's because she wants us to believe that Mazi resurrected with the name.
Look at that.
She's very intelligent, huh?
This woman she's mysterious, huh?
Yeah, you can go on. Let the person
allow
go.
WhatsApp. You can go on now.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening.
You may not know me, but the last time I called, she said that
My sister, okay, if you want to reach to Simon, it's not really easy to get him because, you know.
The Biafrans together. She wants to use her spell. That's it.
Autopilot. Okay, I heard you clear, but as a result of a message that I have, I play that you make it to 3 minutes. And that is from 5 hours, 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm from 5 hours, 2 minutes. And by the grace of God, regarding this issue that is happening, I have been listening, and I have left before coming back to meet with you people while I've been calling, but my number is not registered with Mazi Achebe Paul. So finally, let me go straight to the message. Before all these things happening now, I have already seen the indication. I had a dream about Nelly in the month of December. But there are some dreams that require to be presented immediately, while there are some that are supposed to delay. And it is a kind of dream that I should delay, waiting for the appropriate time, and the appropriate time is now. So in that dream, God showed me, just as it is happening, we are talking about Biafra restoration issue. A time came when I saw Nelly in a dream, taking a different step from what we already believe in. And in that dream, I saw her together with another woman, and that woman happened to be Chinwe Acholono, the one that bases here in Spain that used to moderate the women program, Chinwe Acholono. But in reality, Nelly is certain, but Chinwe Acholono may be a different person representing the woman in Norway. Or probably she is still among. We are just talking about the two. Then in that dream, I saw Nelly practicing a witchcraft together with Chinwe. And this kind of witchcraft is that they have two anaconda python that they control in their spirits. And it was all about them trying to have a controlling power, a domination power over the people, and to be precise, over Biafrans. So Nelly certainly is desperate of power. She is power monger. She's a power monger that wants to control people, and at all costs. This is exactly what is playing out here. So in that dream, I was querying the two of them, but their responses was not satisfied to me. I tried to attack those pythons, but I had no weapon to attack them properly. I began to throw stone at them, they were too. And the two python at the same time tried to move to approach me to attack me, while Nelly stepped forward and stood in front of the two python. As soon as she stood there, they saw her and they ceased. They ceased from movement immediately, which means they obey her. They even obey her movement. So I was still discussing in that dream with Nelly, asking her what she was actually doing. So she told me that is what we should not be discussing at that particular dream. That at the appropriate time she will explain to me how everything had begun. So that is how everything happened before I woke up from that dream, but I still withheld it until now. And I have made a program yesterday concerning this issue. Then the person I would blame most is Master Simon Ekpa. If Master Simon Ekpa had decided he is not interested in talking about the Idu issue, he will also not permit Nelly, his platform, to be talking about the issue. And nobody should be fined to be offended for coming to his platform to talk against Nelly while Nelly is talking against us and against our movement. So I stop here as a matter of time factor. God bless all of you, and God bless Biafra.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you for that revelation. Thank you. May God bless you. No python can destroy Biafra, whatever it may be. The God that chose our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, gave him a divine mission. That same God will protect him and also protect Biafrans all over the world. So thank you so much. There's a caller. Let me just pick this call. Hello, good evening. Yeah.
So Biafrans, that is how the whole thing took place. And you have had it. You have had it. You have heard how I've began to dismantle Nelly. That's the essence of this program, to have the record of how I began and what caused the beginning of me dismantling Nelly Ofoegbu and Simon Ekpa regarding the Iduism of 18, which have been giving us the clue of other criminalities in their custodies that they have made their top secrets, that they still continue to conceal, which with time the truth of the whole matter will begin to manifest, and it will be evidential to all of us. It will be evident to all of us. We will begin to see it. It will be apparent. So, and we heard about Simon Ekpa displaying what is called M branch of IPOB. We also saw videos with counter motions, letting us know that the Simon Ekpa's display of M branch is faked and not real. And I will make a different video for that. May God bless you for listening. Until I come your way once again, I remain your servant, Evangelist Imakalo. Bye for now.